Us now is Hannah Miller with Animal Care Hospital. Hannah, we appreciate you being here today.
Yeah, it's always a pleasure to be here.
Yes, so we are talking about tick and flea preventatives, something that you definitely got to look out for with your pets.
Yep.
Something that can be very annoying as well as a pet owner. So, I'll open up the floor. So what do pet owners need to know about this?
Just that all pretty much veterinary professionals recommend year-round flea and tick prevention as well as heartworm prevention. I know a lot of people know fleas and ticks already. You find a tick on your dog, it's annoying. Your dog's itching, you don't know why, and then you find a flea, and it's a whole fiasco. So just recommend keeping them on flea and tick prevention and heartworm prevention year-round. There's quite a few different types of flea and tick preventatives. There are over-the-counter ones that a lot of people use. Unfortunately, a lot of those have seen some resistance for both fleas and ticks. So just because you have a over-the-counter prevention on them, you can still find fleas and ticks.
Right.
So definitely recommend, especially here in Iowa, we see tons and tons of ticks, upping to a prescription-based flea and tick prevention. As well with prescription-based, keeping them on heartworm prevention year-round. Heartworm is spread through mosquitoes. Unfortunately, it's Iowa. We have mosquitoes. You might think that, hey, in the wintertime we don't have any mosquitoes, but the way that heartworm prevention actually works is it works retroactively, meaning that when you're giving them the heartworm prevention, it's actually treating for mosquitoes that have bitten your dog months before.
Oh, wow, okay.
Because it only treats one stage of the heartworm disease.
Right.
So heartworm is a pretty deadly disease, can cause mild, you just might notice like a cough. It can lead into like trouble breathing, collapse like fainting, and even heart failure.
Wow.
So very hard to treat, long treatment, and very expensive treatment for something that you could easily just give them a preventative every month.
I was going to say even more of a point to stay ahead of that. And I'm assuming, Hannah, aside from those, flea and tick preventatives, maybe checking them after you take them for a walk, I would assume is important as well.
Definitely checking them after like walks. The tick or the flea have to actually bite your animal to be able to like actually die. So sometimes we'll notice people will find ticks on their dogs and they'll be like, but they're on preventative. But if they haven't bitten yet and they take a little bit of time after the biting to be able to actually die, just they're not attached long enough to spread any diseases to your pet.
Gotcha.
But they can bring them inside the house to like your cat who you don't give preventative to because it never goes outside. So another reason to make sure everything in your house is on.
Absolutely. Well, Hannah, thank you so much for being here today.
Perfect. Thank you.